Dear viewers of the Tom Photo channel, I've been testing various photography equipment on my channel. Often I want to see how evenly the light fills the field of view. For example, when I'm testing lens vignetting or how well the flash works. I've created a tool for this that shows the results graphically and also numerically. Now I'd like to share this with you, hoping that you will also benefit from it. Please see the links to my other free photography tools down in the text box. The tool, which I call Light, is very easy to use. Download it via the link under the video and put it in the same folder where your photos are. Then open your terminal and navigate into that folder. If you need any help with this part, please look at my links under the video. Now, if my folder is Tom on my Mac or Linux desktop, I do this. If my folder is Tom on my Windows desktop, I do this. And now simply type python3 light.py if you're using Mac or Linux, or python light.py if your computer is Windows. Next, hit enter and you will have the results. As simple as that. In the newly made folder called Heat Maps, you will have graphical representations of how the light fills your frame. Warmer colors mean more light, colder colors mean less light. For example, in this flash test, you can see that the flash does not perfectly reach the corners of the frame. This flash works a little bit better, but the distribution of light is different. You will also find a file called results.txt. This lists for each photo how much darker the corners were relative to the center of the frame. The unit is a percent value to make the numbers less dependent on the amount of light you had in your experiment. For example, if this number is 30, then that means that the corners of the frame were 30% darker than the center of the frame. Please note that you typically want to use this script on carefully taken test photos, not your normal everyday photos. The best test photos are taken of a uniformly light-colored wall or something similar. I also made a more advanced version of the same script for you. It does more, but is slower. On the other hand, it runs in parallel using 50% of the cores that your computer has. So it's making better use of your computer's power. You run it exactly like the previous script, but just replace light.py with light_parallel.py in the command line. The graphical output now contains more info. Instead of just one image, you will have a panel of 4. You get the original photo, the heat map, the photo with rectangles that shows what parts of the photo were used for vignetting calculations, and you get a graph that shows distance from center versus brightness. A perfectly uniform image should show a flat line here. So if you test the lens or flash, then the flatter the line is, the better. Lastly, let me stress that you need to make sure your computer has Python installed for these scripts to run. It most likely already does, but if not, you can install it like this. If you're missing some of the dependencies, the computer will tell you what you're missing when you run the script. You can install them like this. Please just pause the video to take a closer look. And as always, if you run into problems, just leave me a note under the video. I'll be happy to help you get going. Thanks so much for watching. If you found my video useful, please consider subscribing to my channel and leaving a like. This is the best way to support me. Enjoy your photography. Goodbye.